I just made you the host so you can record.
Thank you. Welcome to the team call. I'm going to do a little bit of recognition or Success Club first, and then we can get started. Hold on just a second. And I do have updated points. I think they're updated. So if you're on here and you have like 2 more points or whatever, just know that this was updated kind of a little bit. Okay, so we have on the board Leon Hahn, Jackie Howe, Amber Kowalski. I hope I didn't butcher that because I've never said her last name. Carrie Stillman, Katie May, Shannon Coleman, Jenna Stewart, Rachel, and Elizabeth Smith. 4 points on the board. We have Cassandra Steelman, Jessica Bott, Jordan Kraft, Tim Ottaway, and Elizabeth Dewey. So they need 2 more to help, 3 people. Success Club 5 and above, we've got myself at 10, Carly Courts Girl at 10, Marie at 8 or 10. I'm not really sure. Do you have 8 or 10? Hold up your hand.
12.
Oh, she's at 12?
I have 12 and my husband is
sweet.
4, so it's like 16.
Okay. Marie at 12, Katie.
So it's like 16 between my husband and I.
Sweet. And then Courtney Johnson at 6. Okay, so really quick, an upcoming group we have starting Sunday is a social media training. So it's 4 days long. It's me, Carrie, and Marie. Like, raise your hand. Raise your hand. We're doing a live social media training. That's 4 days. We'll go over photos, how to take them, posing, editing. That's my day. I think Carrie or Marie, Carrie's doing crafting posts and captions. So if you have trouble like coming up with posts and stuff, we're going to be training on that. I'm doing graphics and Canva training, and then Marie's doing finding your tribe and making connections with your followers, which will definitely help you hit Success Club. So if you are not in that group, just let us know. I can put the link in the chat. That way, before we end this team call, you can click the link. There's no buy-in or anything. It's really just 4 days of us going live and showing you our tips and tricks. And we're going to throw in some like stuff throughout the day. So that's amazing. And it's happening starting Sunday. And then tonight we have Theresa Schroeder, I think her last name is. She is a 3-time elite coach. I met her in Wisconsin when I went for Super Weekend to speak. And she was like amazing. She kept standing up. They were doing recognition, like who hit diamond, who hit 1-star diamond, 2-star diamond, 5-star diamond. She was like up. Like she was just standing up for all of them. So I was like, oh my God, I need her on my team call. 3-time elite coach, 5-star diamond. She's a married mama of 2. Hashimoto's, I'm not really familiar with that, but if any of you know what that is, then you know. Full-time coach, and she's hit Success Club for 55 months straight. So she's helped 3 people, maybe even 5, for 55 months straight. Tonight she's going to be talking about getting our new coaches started right. And then I also asked her to talk about like recruiting coaches, since we do have multiple people that are emeralds and they're really trying to like move forward and hit diamond, and recruiting coaches can be, super challenging at times. And then afterwards, if you have any questions, I'm sure she'll be happy to answer them. So you can take it over. I'll stop sharing my screen. Thank you so much for hopping on, everybody. And Theresa, we're so excited to hear from you.
I love that your internet's crappy, because mine may be, and if it is, just like wave your arms or something, but Wisconsin internet is not great. Thank you so much for having me. I was literally outside refinishing furniture like 10 minutes ago, threw some makeup on, and here we are. I have a sick child laying in bed right next to me too, so hopefully he stays at bay and doesn't start puking. So mom life, coach life, the beauty of being able to design your own schedule though is awesome, and I wouldn't rather be anywhere else. So, okay, I actually made a presentation so that you guys could screenshot stuff and actually have it after this call if you want it. I've also already sent it to Bailey, including any other information that I mentioned tonight that she can share in your team page after we get off the call. So there's 5 main things that I'm going to touch on tonight. First is recruiting in Success Club. Onboarding is number 2. Getting coaches started, what I do, is number 3. How I've created a really interactive, fun team page, and how I support my clients. So she mentioned that there's some new coaches on Emeralds that are building. Regardless of where you are in the business, I think this stuff is going to be valuable to you. You can either apply it now, or you can apply it later in your business, or you can join hands with your success partner or somebody on your team and run with some of the stuff that I'm going to teach you tonight. So if you want, just put your comments or questions in the chat and I will go over those at the end, and we can do a Q&A. So I'll try to fly through this so we can open it up for questions at the end. Okay, let me just share this. Play. Okay, can you see the whole? Let me just stop share and then reshare. Sometimes Zoom is so weird when you share. Okay, cool. Okay, so a little bit about me. She mentioned that I am a mom of 2 from Wisconsin. I've hit a lead a few times, Success Club, all that stuff. I think it's good to note that, just so you know that I have a little street credit, but the accolades really mean nothing. I'm a normal, everyday person. I live in Wisconsin. I've got potato fields like in 3 directions of me right now. And I'm really super down to earth, and I've always taken pride in running my business authentically, trying not to compare myself to every other coach in the network and just stay true to who I am and what I want to build and the way that I want to build it. I've been lucky enough that my upline coach from the very beginning has also shared those same priorities with our team. We don't hit huge Success Club numbers, and we don't recruit 100 coaches a month. We hit Success Club and we add at least 2 new coaches to our team every single month. That's been what I've done from day one. And it's taken a lot of pressure off of me. And I think that's why I've been able to continuously have fun now 4.5 years into the business. I truly love what I do. A little bit about my story and who I was before coaching. I was an administrative assistant for the HR director and the CFO at our hospital. I had my first son, and after I was cleared to work out again, I just didn't know where to start. I was so sick of I also didn't have any ambition to do anything about it. So I was actually approached by somebody on Instagram that I've never met before, that I had never actually talked to before. So a completely cold invite. And that was when Insanity Max 30 was released. So at the time when I started, we didn't have Beachbody on demand. I bought a $206 challenge pack that included 1 fitness program, a bag of Shakeology, and access to a challenge group. So I was on maternity leave, and if any of you have been on maternity leave, you know it's not exactly the time to be spending money that you don't necessarily have, but I wanted to change. I wanted to do something. And so I dove 2 feet in, even with a little hesitation on the Shakeology part of things, because I'd never drank a meal replacement shake. I didn't know much about it. I didn't think I needed it, but I decided to stop acting like I knew what I was talking about and just trust it. If it worked for her, I was willing to give it a shot. So I jumped into a challenge group, and 2 weeks in, I knew I wanted to do something with the environment that I was in, but I didn't want to do it in that environment. I just didn't feel like that was my tribe really, but I loved the concept of it. So unbeknownst to me, I didn't know that if I signed up with a challenge pack with a coach, that if I was going to become a coach, I should probably sign up with that coach. Well, I went to my personal trainer and I said, hey, I'm doing Beachbody, I'm doing Insanity Max 30. Do you know any coaches? And she's like, yeah, Trina Gray actually speaks at Idea Worlds every year when I go for a personal training conference. You should look her up. Here's her Facebook. I looked her up. I signed up to be a coach under her website, and I had SC10 2 days after I signed up, and she was on vacation in Florida. We had a getting started right call on day 3 of me being a coach for 2 hours long. So my story of getting started is not like most of yours, I'm sure, but it just goes to show you, I don't know if I would still be here had I not signed up with her and had I not followed my gut and really connected with the tribe that I was meant to be in. So anyways, a year into the business, I was able to meet my full-time income and what that looked like for me, because I know a lot of people are like, how did you know it was time to leave your job, or how did you feel comfortable? When my team cycle bonus was equivalent to my weekly paycheck, I felt comfortable leaving my job. My husband, we get our benefits through his work, so that wasn't an added stressor. And I just rolled over all of my retirement stuff that I had into a new account. So I have been a full-time coach now. I welcomed my second child into the world without having to take a maternity leave, and it was the best thing ever. So here we are. Okay, so the first thing on the deck for tonight is Recruiting and Success Club. So like I had mentioned, I hit a SC 10 each month is my goal, and add 2 new coaches at least. Now, have there been months where I've hit SC 20 plus? Yes. Have there been months where I've hit SC 5? Yes. Have there been months where I've added 1 coach and then the next month I add 10? Yes. But that's my goal, and that's usually what I try to hit. So I just recently started doing weekly team sneak peeks called Freedom Through Fitness with a girl on our team, Danny, and she's a premier coach on our bigger team. And we decided, like, let's hook arms, let's do this, let's stop saying we're going to do it, and just rip the Band-Aid off and do coach sneak peeks every week. So right now, our content looks like this. I go live on Thursdays. I share my story. I share what we do as coaches, and I share how we make money. She goes live on Fridays and shares her story, how much it costs to sign up, and what a day in the life of a coach really looks like. We do not sugarcoat anything. We tell them that this is not going to be easy, that they have to put in the work, because there was a time in both of our businesses where we're like, we paint this pretty picture of coaching and no one thinks they have to work. Once they become a coach, they think they're going to put up 1 post and then boom, they're going to be successful. And that's just simply not how it works. So we're really open and honest with them. Like, it takes consistency. It takes showing up. And then on Saturdays, we go live together and we separate a couple packages for them to join with. And then we do a live Q&A. So it's really simple. We're actually going to be changing the format, and I'll share what we're going to do moving forward. We're going to record the videos because going live, we both have kids. It's just a lot. We both are, like, the last 2 weekends I was gone. And so I'm like, we need to have like solid content ready to rock. So we're going to do 4 videos. We're only going to do a 2-day thing. We're going to do an introduction video, expectations, and who we are looking for. And in that video, we're going to tell them that we are going to choose participants based on their participation in that group. So if we have 200 people in our sneak peek that we are continually adding to each month, and 1 or 2 people are liking or commenting on our post, clearly half the people in there are not going to make it as coaches, because they've got to be engaged and they have to be like ready to rock and excited about the opportunity, or it's probably not for them. So we are going to say that right off the bat. We will choose who we work with based on participation in this group and on these videos. The second video is going to be how much time it takes to build a solid business and the tasks that we do as a coach. We are going to share the Success Club tracker with them right off the bat so they know what to expect. I think that's another thing. Coaches sign up, they see the Success Club tracker and they're like, what? Like, I have to do this? And sometimes I think that's why people long to take. Okay, and then the next one is common hang-ups. You know, I'm not at my goal weight, I don't have enough money, I don't have time, I don't have social media experience and stuff like that. So those are just a couple ways to run sneak peeks. It doesn't have to be this huge, elaborate, well thought out thing. I think you going live and sharing your story, what you do as a coach, how they can get started is plenty. I can tell you that we've been doing this now 2 months and we have 217 people in that group. So we're adding to it every month or every week. Before we start again, we delete the content from the week before and just put fresh stuff in there. We don't take people out. Okay, how do I onboard people once they join our team? This is my new coach email. I lay out all of the different groups that they have available to them to join, and I explain each one. So we have a boot camp, which is our ongoing accountability group in Facebook. I just say this is where my clients go for support with their health and fitness goals. Right now we're doing a nutrition boot camp. We're prepping for that starting Monday. Jump in with us, log your workout each day. Okay, Evolve Nation is our bigger team page. Let's Rise Evolve Nation is my PS coach page. Team Rockstar Fit is our larger team page. And then our coach training is through our larger team page. And I will get into exact details of what we offer for our new coaches in the end. But I wanted to keep it simple, and I wanted to have this in a place where they can look back and see, oh, okay, this is what this group is for. And this came with a lot of trial and error. And some coaches I communicate with differently. I give my coaches my cell phone number right out of the gate. And I have new coaches in pods or, text groups, and we talk that way. I offer a new coach call every Wednesday night. They're on this call tonight. I gave them the link to this instead. But I switch it up all the time based on the feedback that I'm getting from people that I sign up. So if they're confused about something, obviously I'm not being clear in my communication, so I switch it up. Okay, I welcome, and so does our team, every single new coach to our team page. We make a graphic, and I ask them to send me a little bit about them, because some people you meet on Instagram and you're like, I don't know you other than like the short little blurb you sent to me when you were interested in more information, or the little bit we went back and forth before you signed up. So I ask them, like, can you tell me a little bit about your story and what made you say yes to coaching? What made you reach out to me? The reason I do that too is because it's really interesting, and it's good for me to know, like, oh, I saw this one post you did where you talked about, and it really resonated with me. And that triggers me to do more posts like that, right? So every single coach is welcome to our team page. Our team knows that it's expected of them to welcome these coaches with open arms. Press like and say welcome underneath their page or underneath their graphic. There has been times where I've had to physically do a post in my team page years back that says, like, remember what it's like to be new. Can you please welcome these new coaches to this? My team page is incredible now, but if you are struggling with your team page and there's crickets in there, know that it gets better with time. Okay, so how do I get coaches started right? Big thing that we talk about on our team is, number one, I want you to be a coach of yourself first. The first thing I want you to do is get into my challenge group and be the best challenger. I want you to pick a program, and I want you to do it start to finish, and I want you to check in every single day. So this is going to get people results. It's going to increase their belief in the products that we offer and the support that we offer. I do a challenge group for my entire team. Some of my coaches run their own. Some of them piggyback on mine. It really doesn't matter to me what they choose to do, as long as they feel comfortable inviting to mine and their customers have support. That's fine with me. And to get into our challenge groups, for me, I have people purchase a challenge pack. That's just always what I've done. But I always tell my coaches, if it comes between you signing somebody up with a challenge pack and losing them as a customer, try to get them something that they can get into this group with, so that they can start seeing what it is we really do, build trust in that, and then they will become a customer of maybe a challenge pack or sign up as a coach down the road. But sometimes our best coaches come from letting somebody in with just bod. You never know. So first things first, coach of self. Second thing is coach of others. So this is when we meet on these calls on Wednesday nights. We're texting in these groups. I'm teaching them what Emerald is, and I'm encouraging them to invite other people to do what they're doing with them, okay? So when I first started, I ran a challenge group with 6 girls. I asked them if they wanted to do Insanity Max 30 with me. So we went through the program together. I did not have before and after pictures. I did not have results. I had belief in what I was doing was freaking hard, and I knew that my friends would like the program. So I literally had no fear, and I just said, you want to do this with me? It's literally killing me. You're going to love it. And we did. They all joined the challenge packs because that's what I told them they had to do. And that's what I believed in. So they joined. And then eventually coach of team. Okay. So we all have somebody that we can help or somebody that needs this in our lives right now. There are two people. I'm a strong believer Emerald is a choice. Okay. Maybe you have a spouse, mom, dad, sister, brother, relative, coworker, whatever, that would love some extra support and motivation. Maybe you have a friend from college, a roommate, a neighbor, whatever. There are two people in your life that need what you have. It just takes the courage from us to reach out and invite them. The worst thing that can happen, you guys, is they say no. Big deal. When a waitress comes to my table, when I'm out to dinner and she asks if I want a refill and I decline it, I hope to God she doesn't go in the back and start crying and take it like personally and doesn't ask anybody else if they want to refill the rest of the night. This is the same thing. Never feel salesy or slimy about what we do, because what we do can change lives. And I'm here to tell you it's 110% changed everything about my life. And if it hasn't changed something for you yet, dig in. Choose a program, follow it. If you're somebody who starts and then 3 days in, you stop, and then next month, have to comment to be added to this group, or if I'm in touch with them, I can add them myself, but it's encouraged that they sign up themselves, because if they want to build their business, they want to learn what it is we do and how to do it well, they will get in this training. When I first started, we had 4 months of new coach training, you guys. Rock the Business 1, Rock the Business 2, Rock the Business 3, and then 4.0. 4 months in a row, I was in training. And I also became Diamond really quickly because I dug in. And at the time, I was working 40 hours a week. I was a new mom, and I was also coaching gymnastics competitively, and we traveled on the weekends, and I probably coached about 15 hours a week. You've got time. If it's a priority, you will find little pockets, and you can totally build a business that you're proud of in little pockets. So Rock the Business. Now it's 1 month. We've condensed it down, and we've added Zooms every single week. So we do it in units in a Facebook group, and all of the elite coaches filmed videos for each one of these topics. So each day it's about a 10-minute or shorter video on each of these things. So if you want to screenshot this just to see the topics. So the first thing we talk about is belief. Belief in yourself, belief in the company, and belief in your team. Belief that if you invite somebody to this, you've got a team to back you up and you can support that person. All of us have that. Defining your deeper why and your purpose as a coach. We spotlight a coach. We talk about the vital behaviors. We talk about overcoming obstacles, how to earn money, how to create a routine when it comes to your coaching business. We go through the Coach Online Office, talk about Shakeology, Beachbody On Demand. We encourage them to stay plugged in. So I have a team call every single Monday night. I have a new coach call every single Wednesday. We do coffee talk every Saturday morning. Our bigger team does a call for the whole downline on the first Thursday of every month. And we have other opportunities once you're Diamond. And obviously I've got calls with my upline coach too. So I probably have like 8 or 9 Zooms I can plug into a week. Do I get on all of them? No. Did I when I was starting? Yeah, I did. I took lunch at weird times so I could get on Zooms. I wanted to learn. I was hungry. And I think that is a reason why I was I was a fast starter. Okay. Bonus video. Then we talk about challenge groups, how to run them, how to start them, how to have better conversations, how to invite, how to overcome objections again, because that's a big insecurity for a lot of people. how to announce on social media that you're a coach, how to craft your story, how to have social media conversations. Then we share a team video that we have that will be on Trina's YouTube channel. I sent that to Bailey. She can share that with you. So we made a 4-minute video about our team. It's awesome. It's a really good coaching tool. Then we talk about all roads lead to coaching, whether you start out as a challenger, whether you start out as a discount coach, all roads lead to coaching. Finding your niche market, and then obviously building a team. You cannot grow your income in this business unless you grow a team, unless you recruit to your team. You will get sick of and you will get burnt out of getting by hitting Success Club, or having the mentality of trying to hit Success Club every month, but you actually don't start to try until the 25th. That shit gets old. You will not make it. You will get sick of it. And if you don't, you're a goddess and you should be doing more because you're capable. This team or this business truly gets fun once your team starts growing and you're like, you look around and you're not by yourself anymore. And you're like, oh my gosh, I remember when I started and I thought nobody was going to join me, and now look it. The first year I went to Summit, I went by myself. The second year I went to Summit, I had 12 people with me. And I remember that first year at Summit looking around thinking, what in the H these people do? How do they say, how do they invite? What? I will never have a team here. Oh my gosh, I am like so insecure. And then the next year I went back and it was bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's something that you feel really proud of and you hold really close because you work your butt off to get there. So never be afraid to invite to this business. Okay, this is just something, I'm just going to share a couple of these. I can't remember what my slides are, so I'll just go with the flow. This is a post that I did in my team page this week, and I'm going to start doing it every single week so that I can keep tabs on, one, who cares to hit Emerald, who's pushing for it, where they are. And I do this in my bigger team page because I do not just work with my personally sponsored coaches. I am a firm believer of digging deep within my downline. And the reason being is, what happens when you sign up a coach, she hits diamond or 1-star, and she's got an entire organization underneath her, and she quits? Because that happened to me. I've had a star diamond quit and I've had diamonds quit. What happens if you've never spoke to her team before? They're quitting. They're gone. You have got to plug into your entire organization, whether that's 2 people or whether that's 200 people. Dig in and stay in touch with them so they know who you are and build those relationships with them so they don't quit if their upline does. So anyway, I put this in here, and it's nice to see, like, okay, this person is pushing. She's nervous about this. I can help her with that. You know, I think the more you ask, the more they'll tell. And putting up posts and team pages like this is an easy way of doing it. Okay, another thing that I did just May 10th. What is it? The 15th, 14th, 15th. Is when coaches of mine are trying to hit diamonds and they're like, I'm close, but like, I don't really understand the sponsorship drill down. You guys, it's confusing. I know. So I will literally screenshot their downline so that they can see it. And I right here have like one coach on your left. That coach is going to be your Emerald, right? Because they've got one other coach. This is your second coach on their left. And then I told her red inactive means they're going to go inactive, in case she didn't know that. 1 on your right, 2 on your right, 3 on your right. So I said, you need to, I just broke it down for her. And then I noted all of these coaches have to be active for you to hit diamond. More times than not, I've got people that are so close to diamond, but half their organization is inactive and they don't realize that they're not that close to diamond because all these coaches are inactive and they need to be active. One thing I truly believe in this business is you may build your business to diamond on a deck of cards, and it might feel shaky for a while, and you might get discouraged, but I want to encourage you, once you hit diamond, do not slow down and keep doing what you did in order to get there. The biggest mistake I see diamond coaches make is they slow down because they're like, oh, I've made it. I've hit diamonds, like this huge mountain to climb, right? But then once you slow down, it takes a while to get that momentum building again from where you were. Keep going and keep adding to your downline. Never slow down, especially once you hit diamond. The people that signed up with me in the beginning, I'd say 10, maybe 15% of them are with me today. If I would have stayed so laser focused on those people helping me build the business I want, I would have nothing. So stop focusing on your maybe deck of cards business that you have right now. Be dang proud of it, but keep going and know that the people you have today are not going to be the people standing with you when you're on stage at Summit 10, 15 star. Keep going. Okay, in my team page, just a few things I thought I'd share with you that we do. We're at 36 minutes. Okay. Some posts that I do. We just recently had a fix it night. So if you have a team with a large local presence or a small local presence, try to do things like this every once in a while. I would say our team probably does something, a couple times a year at least, but we do small things too, like go to a spin class together. We've done a boxing class together. I've had people at my house. So we did a fix it night last week, and everybody was encouraged to bring a dish from one of the Fix It cookbooks or from the Beachbody blog. Each month for a while, we don't do this every month, but we should. When things are launched, we do like big pushes. So everybody was encouraged to order the new Beachbody Energized flavor when it came out. Other things that we've done are, and girls that are pushing for Elite or Premier and really need that team volume to be up, is do pushes for 3-day refresh. Everybody on the team is doing a 3-day refresh together. Drop your order number below to be put into a raffle for a $50 gift card. We've had like 75 people order the 3-day refresh within 2 days. That gets your volume up, and that increases those points for Elite. It also gets people results. 3 days, anybody can do it. All of a sudden, you have 75 people on your team with new result pictures to share and stories to tell and knowledge about the product. You can do Hydrate is the product of the month. Everybody order Hydrate, drop your order number below. We'll do a raffle for a gift card. That increases volume. It also gets people to order Hydrate that maybe haven't tried it, and they might fall in love with it and then be able to talk about it more confidently to their potential clients. Okay, social media posting guides. I've thrown these up every once in a while. I don't do them all the time, but I have definitely done them. I try to cater my content in my team page based upon the questions or the struggles that my coaches are having at the time. Okay, so just like on social media, like you might post about objections that you get publicly when you get them. Oh, this costs too much. Then you go and share a story about why you would pay $160 for your challenge pack over and over again, right? Rock your social media. So these are just some tips, like you're the main subject of your social media page, right? Not your dog, not your kids, not your cat. Have an opinion on something. Don't be so fluffy and afraid to be who you are on social media because people won't like you. Chances are the people that won't like you are not your tribe anyway. Speak about things. Be opinionated about things. That's okay, and that is how you get connected to your tribe. Like, go hiking naked and share it. You will attract your tribe, right? If you were not on the call right away, you missed that. It's over your head. But anyway, evoke conversation. So ask questions, right? Ask questions in your post so that people want to comment underneath it. 1, so your post goes up in the algorithm, and 2, so that you get to know these people and you have something more to talk about. Ask questions, own your truths, share simple interactions, and show people your world and your personality. 7, always be adding value. Are you serving other people in your posts? Are you adding value in some way? Who's the old you? Don't forget who that person was before your transformation happened. If your transformation has not happened yet, Current struggles that you're having, drinking water, not drinking wine, things like that. What's your biggest excuse right now, and how are you going to overcome that? What are you hopeful about, and what's a win that you had today? So just little tips to like get people's balls rolling, so they're not so stuck on posting on social media. These are a couple other recognition posts that I do. Residual income earners, if your upline, if you have people on your team, you can, in your diamond, you can see what people make for their team cycle bonus. I like to celebrate that for my PS coaches. So anybody who made a team cycle bonus, whether it be $14 or $800, $1,500, I'm going to shout them out and put them on a board. Success Club board, I just started adding who our current diamonds are, who our current rubies are, and who our current emeralds are, because I know these rubies want their diamonds back. And I know if they see their name under ruby each week, they're going to be pissed, and they're going to want to try harder and get back to diamond. And they're capable of that, and I know that they are. I also see all of these emeralds, and it's a good reminder to me as an upline, like, wow, we've got all these emeralds on our team. How close are they to diamond? Who can I work with? Who can I really hone in on and help them get there and like break it down in maybe a way that they're not seeing it? Also, 500 volume club and above. Why? If somebody in your organization, if you do a sponsorship drill down and they have more than 90 personal volume points, that means one, they're getting more than just Shakeology, or two, they've brought at least one person on that they're helping. If they have 500 volume points, that means that they're helping multiple people each month, each week. So I celebrate that. Our team page banner is this. So people are shooting for diamond at Summit. Every week when somebody gets their diamond back or achieves diamond, I put their picture here. Okay, so how do I support my current clients, my challengers, and even my coaches that participate in my challenge groups? Right now we're doing a May nutrition boot camp. And sometimes I create all my boot camp content. Other times I buy it. So I either buy it from Danielle Nazer on Etsy. Otherwise, there's this coach called Liz Love. I think she has a website. I'll find it and send it to Bailey. But she made this one. And she makes a new one every single month. And it's like $30. You can buy it. She gives you all the stuff, all the posts, all the graphics. It's great. But anyway, I made these in addition to it. So each one of my challengers every day shares this on their Instagram stories once they've completed that. What does that do? It increases awareness. So maybe that person's not ready to coach yet, but they're posting this every single day on their stories and tagging me. Their followers are going to see that. They're going to maybe ask them, like, what is that you're doing? How do I get involved? Can I do it with you? Yes, they come to me. We have the conversation. I can encourage them. Why don't you sign up and sign them up? You get a discount. You can help your friends. I'm sure there's one other person you can help as well. They hit emeralds, okay? To create urgency, and I know you guys do this because Bailey touched on this a little bit in Wisconsin, but make lists of who is joining your boot camp. And sometimes, like this list, I'll start out with 5, and I'll try to get 5 new clients, right? But towards the end of the month, I'm going to include anybody who's committing, who's in my year-long group. If they're re-engaging and they're in, I'm going to put their name on this list, because I feel like if I saw this list growing and I was on the fence, I would be like, ah, put me on the number 20 or number 20 spot. I want it. And then just easy ways to have conversations with people and send them the information on how to join is in Instagram. If I'm having a conversation and I invite somebody or somebody participates in a poll, I will say, awesome, I'll send you more information. Can I get your email? I have canned responses. I created one for this nutrition boot camp, and I will attach this graphic to the bottom of that email. The only thing they have to do is respond that they want in with which option, and I send them a share a cart. I already have their email address. I send them vegan chocolate, vegan vanilla. I always add on Energize, no matter what, to every single challenge pack that I send out in share a cart. And I tell them, I added on Energize. You see me drinking it every day in my stories. I love it. You can take it out if you don't want it, but if you purchase it now, you're going to save on shipping, and it's 10% off right now. Nobody's taking it out. That's also a big boost in volume if you do that every time and teach your team to do that. Okay, so currently right now, I just posted this graphic on the left yesterday in my challenge group. If you have challenge groups and you're like, I'm bored, nobody's participating, I'm just sick of running challenge groups, I want to encourage you to just like gauge how they're feeling, what they need from you, what they're stressed about in life right now, and tailor your content to that. So often in this business, we forget that it's not about us, it's about them. So yeah, maybe we're throwing up posts every day, but we have like no emotion behind it. They know that it's automatically scheduled. We've got to be in there, and we've got to remember, like, yes, we have to be our best challenger, but can we tailor some of our content to help the people that we brought in to help? So my answers on this were actually shocking. A lot of people are stressed about finances. A lot of people are stressed about kids' schedules changing now that summer's coming and they don't have school. Healthy drinks, healthy alcoholic drinks. We got a lot of feedback. So I'm like, awesome, I can put some posts in there about XYZ. Another thing that I do each week is shout out top members. And the way that I do this on Facebook, you can go to Group Insights. And then if you scroll over, you can see the top contributing members of the week. I simply export that to an Excel spreadsheet, copy paste it into this quick little graphic, and shout them out. Simple, but they love it. Another thing that I've done in challenge groups is a bingo card. So they can get bingo and get a prize. I can send this template to you guys too. But on here, it has like invite 2 new friends to join you. Ask your coach for help if you need it. Add a recipe from the Beachbody blog to one of our albums in this group. Share a clip of your workout on your Instagram story. Basically, I'm grooming them to become a coach, and they don't even realize it. And then once they're like, I'm kind of interested in coaching, I can be like, you're doing all the things. Like, you literally won't have to change anything. Or it gives me I can see them doing this, and it gives me a chance to approach them about the opportunity if they have not approached me. Another thing that I do is send out a newsletter to my customers and my coaches. And these are just some topics that I've included in the past. Why Shakeology gives me a chance to educate them a little bit on why Shakeology is better than a lot of the competitors out there. Success stories from my coaches, success stories from my clients. I share a recipe. I share my Amazon favorites and how they can get involved that month. So what I'm inviting to that month. That's it. Hopefully I didn't talk too fast, and hopefully you learned something.
I need all of that stuff. Like, I am going to do all of that stuff in my groups.
Bailey and I are like, do that and that. We're posting that tomorrow. Okay, we're gonna do that too.
Yeah.
Like,
Me and Courtney are like, this is so our vibe. This is like everything we need.
Good. Okay, good. Lots of practical tips. Struggling with internet. Trying to keep up. Oh, darn internet. Yeah, and I say, like, the great thing about coaching is if you do something one month and it flops, change it up. You are not required to do something a certain way. Your upline might do something like one way and you might not like it. Do it something else. My upline does 10-day challenge groups. I do not. It's okay. Like, that's the beauty of this business. But
I found that website to the challenge group guides.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna send it to everyone. So I did get that website.
I told him
Okay, good. Yeah, it's nice. It's like she just sends them to you, and it's all ready to rock, and they're cheap. Way cheaper than the Etsy one.
Oh yeah, and way cheaper than the one like Marie and Carrie are using. This is like $30, and like shit's good.
Yeah,
like that's our vibe. The one. So do you know like Mompreneur?
Mm-mm.
No. So like I think Marie.
Maybe you've heard it.
So like Marie and Carrie, they use one. I don't know. What's the name of yours that you use, Marie?
It's Mompreneur VA, but I only gave you guys the file for it goes May, it goes through the months. But there's like specific ones in there too that you can do. There's like other files within that. So I think it's like $16 a month or something. But I paid for the year, so it was like $144.
I just feel. How long are the posts that come with this one, Theresa? Like are there posts, or like how does it work?
Yeah, hold on, let me pull it up.
Ours are like
Even
3
has-
paragraphs. They're kind of
It
long.
even has like create your own salad jars for $10. Like these are badass. I love them.
Let's see here.
Do you know when her June one is releasing?
I don't, but if you just, I think you can put, how do you sign up? I messaged her on Facebook, but I think you just sign up on her website and.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm new at buying them and it's really helped. Like I didn't even know there was like all of these things. So whatever you guys do, like do something because anything's better than what I was doing before, which I thought I was killing it and they were terrible. So there's like really good resources out there.
It's nice to not have to think about it and have really good content, you know?
It's nice to have structure. Like thinking of things for days is so annoying. We're like water chug Wednesday, like that's happened the past freaking 5 months. So annoying.
I know. Where the heck did I put that? I don't know, but any challenge group guides I get or any challenge group guides I make, I probably have like 75 guides that I've done. I always upload them into my team page under the file section because I'm like, why make my part-time coaches recreate the wheel, spend all this time creating content when all they have to do is copy and paste it and focus on inviting, you know? So I'm a huge like open book. I will give people anything that they want. I know some coaches don't roll like that, but I think like why make my coaches struggle and try to be creative if that's just not their thing? Here you go, copy and paste.
No, that's great. It's okay if you can't find it. That's totally fine. You can send it to me later if you want.
Okay.
Does anyone have any questions? Because now's the time to ask her.
Yeah, anything.
I think this was very, very helpful. Thank you so much.
Good.
Probably one of the best calls we've had because I feel like there's so many coaches out there trying to give us info on how to get your coaches started right. But like you even gave us stuff about having them engage. Like we need that because like our volume, some of us have volume that's like shit this week or this month, and we needed this call. Like, thank you.
I have a question. So I love the idea of the product of the month. Do you just post it like the beginning of the month and then like how long do you let it go before you do like the giveaway?
So in the past, here's the thing. I don't do it every single month. But when we do it, it is like, we do it like order it this week. I'll put it up on a Sunday. We have to order, like I encourage them to order it before the end of the week. And it's nice. Think about too, like you can always predict when a slower week is going to happen. You know, it's usually the third week of the month is always usually a little bit slower. Beginning of the month, you've got your people who run out of the gates from the momentum they created, starting to try to hit Success Club on the 25th, right? Like there's always those people that hit SC4 the first or second of the month. And then you also have the end of the month push where a lot of the volume is higher than too. So it's like those middle weeks are good weeks to do that. And then I would just do like the 3-day refresh group in your team page, like throw up a couple posts for the 3-day refresh and everybody check in there.
I like that because we had talked about doing 3-day refresh and I was just wondering because you don't want to keep it going forever. You want to make their immediacy in it. So that makes sense.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Anyone else want to say anything or? No?
And you're always going to have like never get on calls or listen to calls and think like everyone she signs up is a working coach and they're hitting Success Club and they're rank advancing. Like that is not true. Those people who want it are going to get it. The people who show up and they dig in and they're engaged and they're inviting and they're doing the things they're supposed to be doing, they're the ones that you're going to see advance or their volume's going to grow or they're going to hit Success Club. But don't spend your time dragging people if they're not showing any effort on their end, because that's exhausting. This business takes heart and it takes armor. There are people you're going to bring in that are going to break your heart, and that's when you need the armor. But until then, like, you lead the way you want to lead. You lead and you be the upline that you would want to have. And those who see that in you and they see the potential in themselves are going to be there next to you. Don't focus on the negative Nelly who's always complaining, who's never on team calls, who's never engaging in the team page, but says that they want it. Like, cut the cord of that stuff early on in your business, because nobody wants to deal with that.
Yeah, for sure.
Such good advice. Every new coach needs to listen to that, like, over and over and over and over and over. Just keep telling yourself that. You'll save yourself a lot of grief that way. A lot of, yeah.
And people have to leave, so thank you for getting on, whoever's leaving. I don't know. Marie left, I think.
Yeah, it was Marie.
But I got all this information from her. I'll post it in the coach.
Can we do a photo?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you turn your video on? There's like maybe 7 people that don't have their video on. So if you want to just turn it on for a little bit.
Yeah, so we can
get a picture. Like, you don't have to, like,
That'll be great. Oh, look at all these beautiful faces.
Yeah, look at all these faces that popped up.
Hey, guys.
Where? Now I can't find Theresa. I don't know where she went. Oh, there she is. In the corner. Perfect. All right. Well, I'm going to do a boomerang because there's like 2 pages.
All right, let's do it. Ready?
Ready? Yeah. All right.
Cool. If you think of anything that I have off, or you're too shy to ask, just send me a message on Instagram.
Yeah, I put her Instagram in the chat, so if anyone wants to go find her, she's bomb.
My stories suck today. Don't judge me by today.
I make it a priority to look at her. Her stories are always popping up.
Thank you.
Theresa, this was fire. Nice job, sister.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad it helped. I love seeing the dudes on here too. Woof, woof. My husband runs challenge groups. They're not very lively, but they show up.
I have to go back in and buy.
Hey, Fit Crew, I'm jumping on the Fit Crew link.
Oh.
Fit Crew link for mentorship questions. Fit Crew, get on the Fit Crew link. Bye.
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 Okay.
Then everyone disappears.
Dude, that was fucking bomb.
It was so good.
Like, holy
I took notes. Like,
shit.
I mean, they're not in any order, but like, they're there.
Yeah. We are.
That is-
I'm getting that. Like, if you want to split the cost of that group guide for June, I'll do it with you.
Yeah, buy it. I'll PayPal you the $15.
I'd be like $10 a piece or something.
Yeah, let's just do it.
We need that. Plus, you get that checklist, and I copied hers. Like, I made one for our girls. That's who I copied it from. And I didn't.
I know. I was like, hold up a second. I think Bailey saw this. I was like, this looks familiar.
Yeah, I didn't know that she bought those. So that'd be freaking badass if we could get them, like, bought.
It saves so much time because, like, right now, I would much rather be inviting and, like, checking in with my people than sitting here in front of a computer for 3 hours making content. It's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to do that, order whatever and then get a, raffle.
Yeah.
I'm going to do beach bars this week, and then when Vegan Recover launches, when is that? Next week, right?
Yeah, I'm going to wait for Vegan Recover.
On Monday, I'm going to do the Vegan Recover one, so I'll send it to you.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to wait for Vegan Recover and just do it then.
That's a good idea. Marie was like, do beach bars, do fucking Vegan Recover, and I was like, chill.
Yeah, because then we want to do 3-day refresh. I don't know who's all doing it, but I'm definitely going to do it. My GI needs it. My stomach needs it bad.
I'm all fucked up after doing it.
Are you really?
Oh yeah, my stomach.
You don't have a gallbladder though.
Yeah, but it was really high fats. Like, you just eat fats and veggies and fruits.
Yeah. quickly?
I
Do
told
it.
my girl parents on. Okay, well, Miriam, I'll give you a different link to hop on so that we can go over the tracker stuff. Cool? I don't know if she. Oh, there she is. Does that sound good? Okay, cool. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay, so bye.
Who's on? Katie's still on.
Oh, wait, I have to